Good afternoon. In this study, myself and MSc student Louis Fourie, we investigated the use of marigolds and brassicaceous cover crops as a tool for the management of lesion nematodes in apple orchards. This is the culprit, the root lesion nematode or Pratylenchus species. This is the main plant parasitic nematode of importance on apples. It's an endoparasite, so it occurs inside the roots, where the feeding destroys the cortex tissue in the roots, and it causes lesions on the roots, which is then entry places for secondary infections by fungi and bacteria. Excessive feeding of those nematodes causes reduced water and nutrient uptake in the plant and stunted growth. So this study had three objectives. First of all, we wanted to perform pot trials to determine the efficacy of these cover crops as pre-plant treatments for reducing lesion nematodes in infested soils. Then we also wanted to do pot trials to determine the efficacy of these plants to reduce the root lesion nematodes in infested plants. And then we also wanted to determine the potential of the marigolds to successfully establish, grow, and potentially suppress the lesion nematodes in a commercial apple orchard. So without dwelling too much on the methods, in this first experiment, we took some infested soil. We planted these different crops, the Stagittus erecta, Stagittus patula, Brassica juncei, Brassica carinata, and Sinapis alba. We planted these plants in the soil. After a growth period, they were chopped up and incorporated into the soil. And then we either covered some of the pots with plastic bags to simulate solarization in the orchard or in the soil or not. And those are the results. And we can see here that especially with the solarization treatments, there was significant decrease of this nematode when these soils were planted with apple rootstocks after the treatments. Significant to note here is that there's no differences in the fallow treatment between solarized and not solarized, which indicates to us that the positive effect in the other treatments is a cause of interaction between the crops and the solarization. The next experiment, we infected some apple rootstocks artificially with nematodes, and we co-planted them with these different cover crops. And in the case of the brassicaceous crops, we did incorporate them in the soil, but with the Stagittus, we just left them to grow. And those are the results, and you can see that there was some significant reduction in the reproduction factor of these lesion nematodes in most of the cases, except for Stagittus patula, which was not significant. So in the last experiment, we went to a commercial orchard. The orchard was on Molteno Farm, one of the Fruitways orchards, and here we planted these Stagittus. We sowed them on the bunkies and then monitored the lesion nematode numbers in there. And here you can see that although there is a natural decline of root lesion nematodes in the untreated areas here, we could, however, by applying a correction factor there, we could still determine that especially treatments with Stagittus erecta significantly lowered the amount of lesion nematodes in that soil. So what is the conclusions of our study? First of all, we can say that biofumigation with both brassicaceous cover crops and marigolds demonstrates effective root lesion nematode suppression in infested soils. We can also say that the root lesion nematode through biodisinfestation. So biodisinfestation is the term when we couple it with solarization. This is significantly more effective than the biofumigation alone. And then we could also say that using marigolds as a cover crop in a commercial apple orchard had a suppressive effect on the root lesion nematode population densities in this apple orchard. The image there is from the orchard, and you can see the marigolds very happily growing there in the apple orchard. So this work, this project was mostly centered on pot trials, but this work is continuing now with full-scale field trials. Thank you.